You want to know why you're stressed out? Because whatever show up in your life, you accept it. You just accept it because you say this person has a degree in this, or you say this person knows best. I don't care what shows up. You do not have to accept it. And let me tell you another thing, okay? And we have been programmed to accept things that shows up in our lives, and then we get all our emotions and stuff involved, and then guess what? That becomes the reality. But I don't care what shows up. I don't care what the paperwork says, what says. You do not have to accept that. But the moment you get emotionally involved and accept that to be your reality, that's what your reality should be. When it comes up, it shows up, you have the ability to reject it or accept it. And you know what most people do? They accept it. I remember I got a letter in the mail, right? And when I got the letter, I opened it and I said, I said, I know this a lie. Okay. I didn't accept it. I didn't, because this is what you have to understand, my love. If you get nothing from my videos, please understand and get this. Although we have been programmed to accept things that show up in our lives, okay? And because you've done that for so many years, for so long, you think that that's the way your life is supposed to be. From ignorance. And we all are ignorant, okay? But the moment you start understanding that this is really a mental game, okay? There's two parts. It's the conscious and the subconscious mind, okay? The conscious mind, it can accept or reject, okay? Let me say that again. To the people in the back, to the ones in the back, okay? The conscious mind, it can accept or reject. So say for instance, someone says, you stupid, okay? Perhaps probably when you was in school, maybe the teacher said, you just can't learn. You just have this learning disability, right? And you get home, they talk to your parent and stuff like that, and your parent, is telling you, oh, you got this learning disability, right? So you grow up feeling like you got this goddamn learning disability, right? And so that's how you operate through life, because you constantly tell yourself, okay, you can't learn, you got a learning disability, it's hard for you to learn, and you tell yourself. And so it's like what you have spoken over yourself, okay, based upon what someone else told you, okay, and now you speaking that over yourself, and that becomes your reality. And guess what? You feel like you can't do well because you have already prophesized you have this learning disability and you can't learn. Okay. Now, if, the teachers said whatever, you can't learn and all this other stuff, and, you had a parent, and your parent was like, that's not true. You don't have a learning disability. You can do whatever it is that you desire to do, be, have, right? And they constantly give positive affirmations, right? Constantly tell you what you can do, what you're capable of, and things of that nature. So when somebody tells you something, you don't accept it. You know why? Because the confidence and the way you was brought up, you see that my mother or my father had programmed me in a way where as though I know I can do whatever it is that I put my mind to. And so when I tell you, you do not have to accept it, you don't have to accept it. Now, if you allow whatever someone says and you allow it in a conscious mind and you accept it and you say, oh yeah, well, that is true. They did say that, right? It automatically goes into the subconscious mind. what you do on a day in and day out basis, 95% of the actions that you tend to do, it is all based upon the subconscious mind. Meaning that if you see yourself as, you know, not being able to learn, if you see yourself as not being smart, if you see yourself as not being capable, if you see yourself you don't deserve the best, if you see yourself that you deserve the least, if you see yourself you don't deserve love, if you see yourself you don't deserve whatever it is, 95% of the day that's how you moving and operating. 95% of the day, that is how you moving and you are operating. And so it's not about you getting another job. It's not about you getting in in another relationship. It's not about you getting new clothes. It's not about none of those things. It's about you changing your programming. It's about you changing your self-image. Because if you don't change your self-image, guess what? Nothing changes. You would just get into another relationship or go on another job, but guess what? You'll be faced with those same exact problems, those same exact issues that you had. The reason being is because how you view yourself. And some may say, no, I view myself, I see myself as the best, But guess what? Results don't lie, my love. Results don't lie. And that's why I'm constantly always studying, always reading, always educating myself. And in a sense, not educating myself in a sense with intellect. Yes, intellect is important, but awareness is way, way, way more important than goddamn intellect. You deserve better. And together we will have better. With that being said, I love you guys. Peace.